The feud between the PGA Tour and LIV Golf just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And this time around, Jon Rahm has a lot to say about how the world golf rankings are favoring the former. The changes to the ranking system went into effect in August, and since then, there has been a huge discrepancy in the points, and Rahm is just not having it anymore. Stay tuned as we talk all about it. First up, Jon Rahm is not happy with the official world golf ranking.
I'm gonna be as blunt as I can. I think the OWGR right now is laughable.
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 Right before the DP World Tour began, Jon Rahm sent the golf world into a frenzy by ripping into the official world ranking system. The 2021 U.S. Open champion, ranked at position 5 in the world, talked about the changes in the system and how they were inherently working to the disadvantage of smaller tours. According to the Spanish Star, the new world ranking system was laughable, to say the very least. The entire debacle started when the reporters asked questions about the DP World Tour and the players heading into the tournament based on their points. This was when Rahm brought up how the entire thing was unfair because, under the new system, smaller fields have experienced some serious point reductions. For example, a winner of the PGA Tour event, the RSM Classic, is currently expected to receive 38 world ranking points, while the winner in Dubai will get just 21. Rahm talked about how that just isn't fair, considering the fact that the RSM Classic doesn't even have any of the top 25 players in the world, while the DP World Tour in Dubai has the top 7. He then went on to talk about how having the best players in the world taking part in the tournament should automatically increase the points allocated to it. Next up, is there a flaw in the system?
He likes to cut it, which is the shot you've got to play, and you aim at the flag and just cut it to the right of it.
Rahm's blatant anger toward the ranking system has left the fans confused. Is the new ranking system really that bad? And if it is, why is that? Let's break it down. The new system has divided the fans and players. While it's true that these rankings are based on pretty complex calculations that consider depth of field and the shots gained before awarding points to players, some believe that it is heavily giving an advantage to the PGA Tour over all other tournaments. Due to the new system, smaller tours have significantly reduced their points, even if the players have multiple wins. As a result, these players are not making much progress in the overall rankings, as they are not receiving the points that top-ranked players previously earned under the old system. And of course, the rankings are super important to every golf player since they determine the eligibility criteria for all major championships and golf events. Moving on, let's talk about the new system.
As required to ensure the ranking represents the most accurate available in men's professional golf.
In the previous ranking system, the field strength was determined by exclusively counting the players within the top 200 in the world. And now, every player has their own determined strokes gained rating. This system was developed by Mark Brody, a professor at the Columbia Business School, who analyzed several tours worldwide and developed a brand new statistical system that can rank players among different categories based on their scores from 2 previous years. This new rating system determines how many points a player contributes to an event, and the total of all the competitor points is what the field is for. So the more high-ranked players in your event, the more points you compete for. According to golf analysts, the new system removed all politics from the ratings. So the PGA Tour events are rated higher because their fields have more depth, which means that with more players in a field, the total number of points also adds up to a higher total. And in the words of Rahm, I don't know what the fix is. I understand what they were trying to do when they changed some things, but I think, as I said, they missed the mark. Coming up, why is this a problem for the LIV?
For the world golf rankings, this is a great way to keep its credibility.
The reason why this new ranking system poses a threat to LIV golf players is because of the fact that the emerging Saudi-backed tour does not have ranking points for its schedule as of yet, and with Judge Beth Freeman deciding that the LIV players can't compete on the PGA Tour, which is where they would have earned the most points. They'd only have lesser circuits to play in, and in the new system, that practically does nothing to help their case. In July 2022, LIV Golf submitted an application to be accorded ranking points, which is the only thing standing between them and the official world golf rankings. But the tour needs to meet tons of requirements and remain compliant with all governing rules of golf for at least 1 year. So that option is automatically out of the question. For now, the future of LIV players is looking a little unstable, and if this continues, by the end of next year, most of them will have fallen below the top 50 rankings, and that doesn't sound good for a tournament that is still in its early stages. Now, let's talk about McIlroy's views on the whole thing in contrast to Rahm.
Go for it. No, it's a go for it, but it's like,
I don't even know.
But the layup is, like, I think the layup's like almost like 5.
McIlroy actually offers an entirely different view of the whole thing. He believes that the official world golf ranking points are more than fair in terms of the field's strengths, considering that more than 94 players are competing on the PGA Tour. He talked about how it's a fairer system, since they only have to beat 49 other players in LIV, compared to the RSM, where you have to beat 139 others.
Power on the tee. He's only missed one green in regulation today.
Up next, what did the official World Golf Ranking representatives say? The official World Golf Ranking representatives have spoken up in the wake of all this drama, saying that the reason they came up with the new system was so that the fields could be evaluated based on the skills of each player rather than giving the whole pie to the top 200. This automatically removes a huge bias from the ranking system, ensuring that all the players are evaluated on the same grounds. Moving on, Rahm supports McIlroy's stance against LIV. Rory McIlroy has recently been all over the news for his views regarding LIV golf. And while the two have previously not seen eye to eye on many things, this is the one thing that Rahm completely supports McIlroy on. The latter has been rather active in his campaigning against LIV golf in support of the PGA Tour, and it looks like Rahm is here for it, despite his issues with the new ranking system. Just because he has spoken out against the new golf ranking system doesn't mean that Rahm wants anything to do with LIV. In the same press conference, Rahm said people needed to stop giving LIV publicity, but because he still has a soft corner for the players part of the tour, he did say that LIV should also be awarded ranking points somehow. Pretty sweet of him, right? Let's talk about Rory McIlroy asking LIV CEO to step down. In a shocking turn of events, Rory McIlroy has asked two-time Open champion Greg Norman, now part of the Saudi Finance Tour, to step down as LIV's commissioner. The controversial statement made rounds all over the internet and widened the divide between the two rival tours. When Rahm was asked about his opinion on the entire thing, he talked about how it was great that someone with a platform, a giant fan following like McIlroy, was choosing to take a stand against the whole thing. Earlier, there were rumors about golf players getting into some kind of drama with McIlroy after he and Tiger Woods launched their business venture OWGR Sports to take down LIV Golf. Not just that, but the two also worked to implement a bunch of unwelcome changes within the tour to stop their players from deflecting to LIV, including a Monday Night Golf League in partnership with the PGA Tour. Finally, Rahm clears all rumors. There were rumors that Rahm was not interested in the idea, leading some fans to speculate that he may be considering a move to LIV. However, Rahm has denied these rumors and stated that he has a great deal of respect for McIlroy as a player. It was rumored that Rahm had referred to the PGA Tour as the Rory Tour due to McIlroy's significant influence on the circuit, but these rumors have not been confirmed. But that isn't the case, since Rahm has explicitly said that his role in the entire thing has been pretty incredible. He's had a lot of input. He's been on the board of the PGA Tour and tried to make a change. The golfer also talked about how much Rory had invested in the situation and how great it was to see him take a stand on what he believed in. So it seems like all is good between them. For now, at least. That's a wrap for this video. You think Jon Rahm is right about the new world golf rankings? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.